Alright guys, so we are back after about 2 days, 2 days that's been curing for, and it does feel like it's pretty dry and hardened. You can see I pulled a few out already and they're staying, they're not going back up by themselves, so that is pretty good indicator that it's kind of hitting that good stage. I mean, a lot of people dry it out longer, like I said earlier, that some people will keep it like this for weeks. I'm too impatient, so I like to do the body filler method. And I've never seen any problems with it, so on the side, but the fan's not just like shooting back together like it first was. Should show in the video. That's pretty good there. Get underneath the fan without wrecking it or anything with my big clumsy hands. So you can see it's still quite flimsy. But it wants to always go back to where I had it pinned down, which is good. I'd like to kind of just get under here with my hand and check it out. Now these pins aren't perfectly flat, as you can see. One second. You can see how they're all kind of pushed up in spots, not quite even, stuff like that. We can fix that. That's not really a problem. I'm going to flatten that out as I start doing the body filler method. And that should be okay. So if we just get this back. Sorry, I don't have enough hands for this. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so like I was saying, you can dry this out for up to even 3 weeks with just borax, and it should stay pretty much like it is. Now this has only been 2 days, and I can move it around and it stays relatively in the exact same spot. I have to play with a little bit on the feathers to get it exactly where I want it again, but that's not too bad there. But we're going to do something different, and it is the Bondo method, where I'm going to take some of this saran wrap, we're going to put it underneath the fan, and then you're going to put a big glob of Bondo on it, and you can do it in the same day, a lot of people will say, but I still like to give the borax at least a little bit of time, because I'd rather be safe and dry it out somewhat before than just Bondoing it and sealing it. But yeah, some people might even say to just dry it out still for like at least a week or more. But like I said, I haven't had a problem with it before. So yeah, we'll just try that, and it should be totally fine. If not, you should be able to still fix it afterwards. So not like a huge deal. There's nothing really there left if you clean it really good. Then it really isn't a problem to begin with. So yeah, let's get to work. Now the trick with Bondo is that you want to get the right amount of mixture so that it's not hardening too fast on you, or the opposite, too slow. So you have to find the right amount, because if it's too slow, it's just not really going to harden right, and if you have too much, you're never going to get it in place before that thing hardens on you. It hardens very quickly. So you have to be pretty fast with it. Stick it onto the cardboard, because then you can actually play with it. And this is your hardener. Nice glob right there. Now, the reason why we use saran wrap is because saran wrap will not stick. It should peel off relatively fine. Get a good glob. Don't be shy. And then pull this over. Into the middle of the board where I actually want it. Then we're just going to squish it down in. Right about there. Actually, we'll go up a little bit higher. I don't want quite that high. This will all be covered anyways, so it does not matter. Now, I do want to try to squish some of that up. I am just going to use this old knife. I don't care about. Just take a knife. Even squish this even a little bit further up. Right there. Take even more. Push it on there. You want to work fast because this stuff dries in like minutes. You can edge out a little bit here if you need to as well. But I'm relatively happy with my feathers and where they are. And my last feather over here, I almost lost it. Oops. Shoot. It's actually going to go up underneath it as well. Back in right about to that there. I don't know if I can kind of squeeze him up in. To like right about there. And what we're gonna do is take our secondary feathers, which apparently folded over a little bit on me. Not what I wanted to happen. they go the opposite way. Now I might even have to do these separately just because they're so stiff, and I want to try getting this done first. And you can just actually even take the saran wrap, just push it down nicely, all right there. You're not going to see any of that. So now, find anything that's got a little bit of weight to it, which I don't really have anything down here. Usually you can use like a magazine or something. Anything that's just going to kind of keep it right where you want it. Oh, shoot. And just let it sit like that for now. Some people don't even add these. I think I'm going to try to, but you don't have to. As you can see, it kind of folded though, so note to self, let them sit out flat. And you can see these feathers overlap from the outside up into the middle, where these ones are backwards. It's the middle outside to these outer layers, right? So you can see here, all these little ones are going on top of the two big ones in the back. Where on here, these ones are on the very front. So that's kind of neat that they go backwards to each other when they're sitting on there, so it kind of fills it in cool. So I think I'd like to add those secondary feathers if possible, but it's not a big deal if you don't. You can work without it. Yeah, and that's all you really have to do, and then you leave it until that hardens. It should just peel off, and then we'll kind of etch out anything left in here, and then begin making like a plaque. So should be good. There we go, we're going. We are back. It should be completely dry now. It doesn't take nearly this long to dry, and I just left it. Anyways, take its time. Why rush it, right? So this should just peel right off. It looks like I could have put a bit more. I might even put on a little bit more towards the end. We'll see. The goal is try and get up under here. You see that the saran wrap works amazing because it just peels right off, no problem. Look at that, perfectly preserved. The fan is done, looks beautiful. Nice bird. Well, if I want to use these or not, probably will, because then you cover up some of those pieces there. You can make a smaller plaque then. It doesn't take up as much. Looks a little more well done. And yeah, then it'll be on to making just a little plaque. It'll be super cool. I'm excited.